and two mysterious blasts, 17 hours apart, have been detected at the controversial Nord Stream pipelines, causing up to 400,000 tons of natural gas, composed mostly of methane, to spew into the Baltic Sea. World leaders and officials were quick to point the finger at Russia, who have an intimate knowledge of the pipelines, given that they own them. But as rival nations open alternative pipelines in the same area and in the same week as the incident, analysts are scrambling to understand why the Russians would bomb their own $9.8 billion asset, and how the sabotage is connected to Putin's playbook. Joining us now from a secret unmarked government surveillance ship in the Baltic Sea.
Who said I was on a ship, Brian? No one said I was on a ship.
Oh, yes, right. From an undisclosed location now is political correspondent Tony Nito. Tony, first, I want to thank you for your courage out there.
Remember, loose lips sink ships, Brian.
Right. May I begin by asking about some popular conspiracy theories that are emerging online that seem to point to the United States of all places?
Well, Brian, nobody wants to implicate anyone other than Russia here. In fact, the Washington Post has already reported that EU officials have stated, quote, "No one on the European side of the ocean is thinking anything other than Russian sabotage." Also saying only Russia has the motivation, capability, and, quote, submersible equipment to conduct an attack like this.
But why, Tony, would they take out Nord Stream? It's generating $8 billion a quarter, just as other US-backed pipelines open up in the very same region.
Yeah, Brian, you're breaking up a bit, but it's a bit difficult to understand the mind of a madman like Putin. You have to remember that Putin's not only evil and insane, but he's got blood cancer, Parkinson's disease, paralysis in the right arm, COVID, and is terminally ill, according to US-Ukrainian intelligence.
I want to play a short video of President Biden, which seems to be a source for many of the conspiracy theories.
There will be no longer a Nord Stream 2. We will bring an end to it.
How will you do that?
Oh my God, get in his ear! Joe, don't tell him we're blowing it up, big guy.
We will, I promise you, we'll be able to do it.
Great save, Joe.
Obviously, Tony, this is just a super busy guy speaking off the cuff. I mean, no smoking gun here, right?
There's absolutely no smoking gun here. Obviously, Biden has his senior moments from time to time. I mean, we can all forgive a 79-year-old man who's got the hardest job in the world for the odd error from time to time, can't we?
I understand, Tony. I'm no spring chicken either, but other reports have said the US warned the EU about a potential attack months ago, which the CIA declined to comment on.
Nah, Brian, you're breaking up, and it sounds like you're getting fed reports from Fox News. You on the Murdoch payroll over there in the studio, mate?
No, that report was from CNN and from Der Spiegel in Germany.
I can hardly hear you, Brian, but I can definitively say that there's still a lot of evidence to sort through, and it's hard to say what is true now or what may need to be true later. And remember, no one's hurting more than the Russians here, which is a good result for everyone.
Well, except the Russians.
Well, yeah.
And the EU, they receive 40% of their natural gas through that pipeline.
Yeah. You're breaking up, Brian.
Just hang up on you. Tony Nito there with some unbiased opinions from nowhere.